Kia ora guys, and welcome back to our online story time. I have magically transported to preschool, and I've got a little bit of a surprise for you guys. So instead of doing our colours, our Māori colours and shapes, I've decided to print off some pictures of Hunt Weiser, his paintings that we started before we went into lockdown. So these are some of his some of other children's paintings that I found on the internet. And we also got inspired by that, and I did a drawing of one of these because I got inspired and made my own. And that's when you guys started copying. So this is Natasha's, Hyle's and Ethan's. So they copied my one and did their own version of Hunt Weiser's houses. So a little bit about this artist. He is from a country called Austria. His name's German though, and he lived in New Zealand. He's done a lot of famous art pieces. This is Ethan's. He's done a lot of famous art pieces, including one here in New Zealand. If you've ever been up north, there's this place in New Zealand called Kawakawa, and he has done a set of public toilets that has a whole lot of different architecture and tiles. Excuse the noise outside. So I've printed off a whole lot of facts about him that I've said to you already, but he was mainly famous for his unique artwork, which these are just some artists' impressions of his artwork. So he liked to try and incorporate nature into his paintings. So you see a lot of trees in there, and we see lots of suns, and in some of them they even have eyes. So this is a lake, trees, clouds, raindrops. So he likes to try and incorporate a lot of nature into his art because it kind of breaks it up apparently. So he's well known for his art and how it's very unique. So, which is quite interesting. He's also an architect, which means he designs like houses. So that's why a lot of his artwork is based upon houses. So that's why we see here, we've got houses in every single one. They're very odd shaped houses because, sorry, you guys can't probably see that. They've got different roofs and they've got a lot of detail in the houses. Okay, he's also really big on bold colours. So you see here, half the paintings we've done, I'm looking at our koi fish. They had only a couple of colours. You guys will remember doing the koi fish. And even behind me on this wall here, our tapa cloth, that only consisted of 2 colours. Can you see the colours? Do you know what colours we painted for those? Brown and black, that's right. So for these, can you see all the colours in these ones? There's lots, eh? You could probably go through and name every single colour off the rainbow and it would be here. And it's cool because he does a lot of technique in his paintings. See this one is just drawn with either a felt tip or a pastel, usually a black pastel or a black crayon. And do you see what he's put over the top of it, you guys? We've done it before. It's dye. So he's put a whole lot of dye over the drawing, because remember when we do with chalk and then you dye it and the chalk stays? Yeah, it's really cool. This one looks like felt tips, and then they've painted it in. So they've outlined it with felt tips, or they've even done watercolors. And then these ones here are just done, they look like paints and felt tips. But you can do this with anything at home. These ones that me, Natasha, Ethan and Hyle have done, I haven't got my picture up because there's not enough room on the board and I like these ones better. But we did them with pastel. Because pastels, there's such a variety of colours that we had and it goes far and looks effective. But even see, Ethan's done it real bold, which is great because all that colour comes through. What we could have done next, which we didn't have time for, was dyeing the whole bunch of them to make, and they dye it in separate colours, see? They did it individually, dyed it with separate colours. So you guys can do that with food colouring. Your mummy and daddies will know how to do that. Or if you've got paints or even just felt tips. I'm going to do one at home and I'll bring that in for you guys to have a look at. But it's quite cool. Because his is mainly houses because of the architecture he likes. So that's why we chose Handtwasser. Handtwasser. It's really hard to say. That's his name there. It's really, really long. Handtwasser. How I say it. I'm probably getting it wrong. Can you guys say that? Ready? Handtwasser. Handtwasser. So Frieda... Steve would do this. Steve would be able to say this. Maybe we should ask Steve the builder to say it for us because his German's a lot better than mine is. But if you guys can say it, then I'm so proud. So he, Handtwasser, was inspired by a lot of work around Austria, and he liked, like I say, he liked a lot of nature, so trees. He's got real looking odd trees, and he's got mountains. They like, see, we've done our mountains, but he likes them to be colourful. So we've made them colourful because he likes to see the trees growing out of the earth, so it's quite cool. So this one has trees growing out from everywhere because he's got a lot of different levels. Excuse me. But he likes when children do it, so that's why we thought we'd do it too. We got inspired by him, and he likes it because children have special creative process free of any tradition and culture. So he is a rule breaker. He doesn't like to do he doesn't like to copy other people's art, right? So that's why he designed this all himself and became famous for it, because it's so different. So that's why when I say this is an artist's impression, this is a children's work of his, get inspired. So we got inspired too, and we did our own, remember guys? Because you did, I think it was only, Natasha Lyle did one too. I'm pretty sure Abigail did one too. Ethan's got his one there. So a couple of you guys did it. I think we did it on like one of the last days before lockdown. So only a couple of you got to do it. But you guys did an amazing job. You put so much detail into it, which is really great, because detail is all the other different bits and pieces in between. Because you see his paintings and they have like nearly every space is filled up. Even the sky, it's all wavy, and here it looks like little S's. But yeah, he's put a lot of detail into his art. So I'd love for mummies and daddies to maybe search up Handtwasser and pick a nice paint. You can pick one of these if you like, or even one of these. Mine is somewhere. I will put up a picture of mine as well in my next video, because I'll draw one of these paintings for you guys to get you inspired. But I'd love for you to do some of your own research. I've done a lot of research, as you can see. I've got pages and pages of him and his artwork, and so you guys can sit at home and draw them too. And then when we come back, I'd love to see them, because that's what we are, I think, continuing with when we come back, is still houses, because we didn't get to do our project on houses. So that's why we picked this artist, because his main focus was houses, and they're very odd looking, and they've got loads of detail. So I'd love for you guys to come up with your own ideas and to get inspired by these looks and to really go hard at painting or drawing or dyeing. It can be any sort of, even I saw something on Pinterest and people have made them. So they've drawn on a piece of cardboard their houses and whatnot, and then put it in a round circle to look like a house, and then put like a cone on top of it, which was really cool because that was like making a house, but they're also drawing on the cardboard. So yeah, it's just art. You can do anything with it. So guys, get creative, and I really want to see all your artwork, okay? Because I know you guys have been missing it. I know I've been missing teaching you guys. So I'd really love to see you guys do some of this. I'm going to put up some more videos of me doing some art, okay? So promise me that you guys are going to do some too, okay? Awesome. Well, I'll see you in the next video. So bye for now, guys, and I look forward to seeing all your